Hey you guys! Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, we are doing a sit-downy type video today, which is kind of exciting. I haven't had a chat with you guys in a while, so I just kind of wanted to do a quick tattoo aftercare type video. If you guys watch my vlogs, you will know I got a new tattoo the other day, so I just wanted to share with you some tips and tricks of what I've done to take care of my ink. I have 5 tattoos. That's my first point I want to make. I have 5 tattoos on my body and I really love them all. I'm not going to get into the meanings of them, but I have one on each of my wrists, one on my ankle, on my right ankle, yeah, my right ankle, and then one on each of my feet. The first tattoo I ever got was my ankle, then I got my wrist done, and then my other wrist done, then my foot, and now my other foot. That's the order I've got them done in. Couple of things you should know. It's not that bad. Everyone says it's going to be super painful. I can't handle getting blood work done, but I have no issue with getting my tattoos done. When you're looking to get inked, my first tip is know what you want. Don't just go and get a tattoo because you feel like you need to get one. Go and get a tattoo because it's been on your mind for a long time. And like, for example, my first tattoo was in my mind for almost 3 years before I committed, and each one after that, it kept every one of them kept reoccurring vividly in my mind when I wasn't thinking about ink. So it made me want them, which is encouraging to me, and I couldn't get them out of my head. I've now been able to say that there's nothing else left, I don't think, for me that I want to get, so I'm really content with what I have. When you go to get your tattoo, go to a reputable place. Getting tattoos here is not cheap. All of my tattoos were at least $100 plus taxes. I generally went to Trouble Bound before going to get your tattoo. If you're getting it done in a spot where, say, there might be hair growth, shave your legs. So I shaved my legs before I went down, like right away, and I made sure my skin was uber clean. And then they disinfect and clean it down there anyway. And then when you go and get your tattoo, just try to be calm and be still. It's not terrible. If you do have a low pain tolerance, I'd recommend taking an ibuprofen before you go and then having more on hand for after. In my case, I did not take ibuprofen for my ankle. I only did it for my feet. And the reason why I did it for my feet was because there's so many itty bitty bones in the tops of my feet, and where my tattoos are placed, they're right on those main bones. So that's painful. On a scale of 1 to 10, my feet were definitely the worst out of all of my ink. But overall, the whole process itself is very easy. It's very relaxed. I trusted my artists. I know the places are very clean, like all those sorts of things. And those are things you want to look for when you get a tattoo. Generally, you get a free consultation, then you look at sketches, and then you get your ink. And that's sort of what I've done with all of my stuff. So that's the process. Piece of cake. But the after effects, a lot of people have a bit of bleeding. For me, on my wrists, I bled a lot, but they're like really like right on the vein, so I bled a lot for those. But for me, I swell, and I swell really badly. Like when I got my wrists done, I remember getting the bandage put on around my arm, and you could literally see my arm swelling like it was crazy, and my tattoo artist was like, whoa, that's insane. Like usually people don't swell like that. And I was like, I'm just a sweller. But I don't have any like major bruising or anything after. Some people do, I don't. I just have major swelling and a little bit of bleeding. First tip basically is keep it covered for as long as possible. So for me, it was like 24 hours for my ankle and for both my wrists. It's kind of hard to keep your feet covered because you're using them all the time. But for me, I just kind of kept them bandaged up. And then when you go to clean them after 24 hours, just use water. Don't put any soap, don't put anything on it, because you don't want to irritate the skin. So then after the 24-hour wait time, then you just continually keep just using warm water. Sometimes you can put a bit of soap in it once your skin starts to heal, just to help get rid of the scabbing. They're going to get itchy, and then you're going to use a lotion of some kind, generally an unscented lotion, something that's just basic. I usually use the Nivea Soft Body Butter, but I've been using the Vaseline Intensive Care Advanced Repair lotion, and this is for very dry skin, which is great because what happens to your skin when you get tattoos is they get really dry. So this has been super great, and this is going to help remove the scabbing and stuff as well. And then you're going to notice some peeling with your tattoo, and it's going to look like all of the ink is being peeled off, but it's not. That's just the layers of dead skin kind of going away. So that's the other thing you have to be really careful of when your scabs are there. Don't pick at them, just let them fall off on your own, because you don't want to take out a chunk of your tattoo. That's kind of a concern when you're, you know, especially when your body parts, the ones like for me, my feet, they're constantly in use, and it's really hard to wear shoes right now, but it is what it is, and you know, it's not the end of the world. But because I have them on the tops of my feet, and even wearing sandals is really uncomfortable right now, I did go and pick up some gauze bandages, and I'm only basically using them when I have to wear sneakers or sandals. So only when I'm out and about. If I'm home, I'm letting the skin around my foot breathe and everything. But it's been tough because I managed to get this tattoo in the middle of my mini vacation. So Brittany and her parents, Carla and Greg, are here, and we've been doing a lot of adventuring, and then in the middle of it I got a tattoo. Yeah, that was stupid on my part, not gonna lie. Hashtag idiot right here. But it's healing really well, like I said, so I've been bandaging it up when we go out so I can wear sneakers or sandals, and I don't have to worry about the scabs being irritated or rubbed. But that's the only reason why I'm bandaging up. You don't necessarily have to bandage them up. But once all of the scabbing and stuff has healed, it's gonna be really smooth, really nice, blah, blah, blah. That's normal, that's what's supposed to happen. And then my advice for you is to always, always, always SPF your tattoos. Put sunscreen on your tattoos. If you don't put sunscreen on any part of your body, that's okay. Because for like the first year of me having a tat, that was the only part of me that got sunscreen. I would always put SPF on my tattoos. And it made a big difference for me. So it prevents fading of the ink. It prevents lots of that kind of stuff from happening. Because you don't want to have to keep going back for touch-ups with your ink. Because if you take care of it, they will maintain themselves for the most part. I notice my foot fades a little more than my other tattoos, but that tattoo is exposed pretty much all summer long, and I do SPF it all the time. But most tattoo places offer free touch-ups for their work anyway, so that's been lucky for me. All of my ink has been free touched up with my artists. And yeah, if you're thinking about getting a tattoo, my main tips, like I said, are be prepared to take care of it. It's gonna hurt like crazy afterwards. For me, the pain after was worse than the pain on my body. Like, I was really chatty throughout all of my tattoos. Didn't cry, didn't faint, didn't get weak, none of that. It was all fine. But when they're doing the tops of my feet, I got a little quiet just because it hurts a lot, that's all. But it's not unbearable, it's not insurmountable, you can totally handle it. And yeah, so if you're thinking about it, just be safe, check out the place first, make sure they're licensed. Now there's new laws in Canada where you have to sign a waiver. My first 2 tattoos, I didn't have to sign anything. Now I have to sign a binding contract every single time. You think they could just keep it on file and whatever, but no, you gotta sign it every time. But take care of it, use SPF, moisturize it regularly, and even once it's healed, like when you moisturize your body, don't forget your tattoos. It's important to keep that skin moisturized. And the other thing I've noticed too, since I got my ankle tattoo, I don't have any hair growth where my tattoo is. Kind of makes me want to go get my entire legs completely tattooed so I don't have to shave my legs anymore. That's insane, but that's just a thought. But there's no hair growth in that spot anymore, so that's kind of cool. But like I said, my tips and tricks are to just take care of them, be mindful of them, especially when they're fresh ink. Just be very mindful that it's there, and be very mindful that it can get a little scabby and you don't want to irritate your skin. So with all of that being said, you guys, tell me down below what your tattoo experiences have been like, or if you have any, or what tattoos you have, or tweet me a picture, or tag me on Instagram. I don't know, just show me. I'd love to see it. I love looking at other people's tattoos. And give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful at all. If you're getting a tattoo and it's your first time, have fun and enjoy the experience, because I love it, and I love the sound of the buzzing. And my colleague is getting a tattoo next week, and he's already invited me to come and watch because I let him come and watch mine. And yeah, let's just talk about tattoos in the comments down below. And I know it's not something most people talk about regularly, or most beauty gurus don't talk about it regularly, so I just thought I would. And like I said, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and let's have a chat down below, and I will see you all in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.